then would be laid a layer of geotextile, and then the embankment filling, that is the laterite filling itself, would be followed off, at variable heights. On top of that, we'll have another geogrid, a layer of geogrid, to be followed by a sub-base layer of 20 centimeters, which will also be followed by a cement-stabilized base laterite course of 20 centimeters. And on top of that, that's where we'll have a 5 centimeters asphalt filling.
The Minister of Works, Transport and Infrastructure, Balagaba Jahumpa, spoke of the significance of the exercise. According to him, the construction and maintenance of feeder roads have always been a priority for the government of the Gambia. He maintains that the government, through his ministry, is going to take active part in the construction of feeder roads across the length and breadth of the country.
This Tim Corner road project has not even started as such. The ongoing works are just temporary works until the rains are finished, and then we will start the works proper to excavate at the swampy areas and lay the pipes, etc., etc. In essence, we also want to reassure the Gambian people. They can rely on His Excellency President Jammeh. They can also rely on Action Man, that the Gambian people will get their money's worth.
As efforts are underway at Stinkona, the move taken by the Minister of Works, Transport and Infrastructure, together with the officials of the National Roads Authority, is a step in the right direction, a move expected to mitigate road traffic accidents. Famarakani, GRTS News.
The Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, in collaboration with its partners, Wednesday launched the rotavirus vaccine to be introduced into the expanded program on immunization service in the country. The rotavirus vaccine, according to experts, will prevent children under 5 years from diarrhea caused by rotavirus infections. Abdullah Baji reports.
Gathered at the Kanifing Municipal Council to witness the launching of the rotavirus vaccine in the country. Rotavirus is the most common cause of severe diarrhea among children, affecting 95% of children under the age of 5 worldwide, according to World Health Organization statistics. WHO Country Director Dr. Thomas Sukwa spoke of his office's support to the Gambia's rotavirus sentimental surveillance, which has been providing assistance to the country for the past 3 years.
We would like to put it on record that WHO, in collaboration with the Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization, Gavi, stand ready to continue giving the required technical and financial support in ensuring that the rotavirus vaccine being launched today is sustained and that the required surveillance for adverse events following immunization is strengthened.
WHO Country Director also applauded the government of the Gambia to the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare for its commitment to child survival initiatives and in particular for making this strategic decision to introduce this new vaccine in the country. Mayor Yankuba Koli of the Kanifing Municipal Council registered his profound gratitude to all those who partnered with government to make the rotavirus vaccine a reality in the country, whilst calling on people to practice proper hygiene methods in order to reduce the risk of children exposed to such disease.
As adults and specifically parents, we are all familiar with the major causes of diarrhea and the availability of the vaccine most not lead us into educating our primary responsibility of ensuring maximum standard of hygiene in our homes. This is particularly important as we enter the peak of the rainy season. Let us ensure that our backyards, restrooms, and surroundings are kept clean at all times.
The Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, Matilda Boy, describes the launching as a milestone event, government's efforts to improving the health and well-being of children in the Gambia.
It is a day marking the introduction of rotavirus vaccine into the routine expanded program on immunization, normally we say EPI services. Rota is the 11th childhood disease condition that the program is vaccinating against. The vaccine protects children against diarrhea, which is one of the leading causes of morbidity and mortality among children in the Gambia.
To guarantee complete protection, Madam Boy added, each child would be given the required dose, whilst all public hospitals, health centers and clinics will be given the vaccine as part of the routine expanded program on immunization.
In the Gambia, nearly 300 children of this age group die from rotavirus infection. Therefore, it is important to ensure that every eligible child is vaccinated against rotavirus.
The introduction of this vaccine, coupled with proper hygiene standards, officials believe would contribute significantly towards the reduction of infant and child morbidity and mortality. Reporting for Grts News, I am Abdullah Baji.
In a first tour of the judicial scene across the country, the new Chief Justice, Mabel Ajimang, has emphasized the need for adjudicators to serve the populace justly and fairly without bias. Meeting district tribunals in all jurisdictions, the new Chief Justice, as Ibrahim Ajata reports, is bent on injecting greater efficiency and energy in justice administration.
And reasonable hearing to all and sundry. Treat everyone as equals and always remain impartial and unbiased is the message of Chief Justice Mabel Ajuma to district tribunals, cadis and educators on her first tour of the judicial landscape across the country. A countrywide visit taking the top stratum of the judiciary to all jurisdictions, the Chief Justice joined with the Judicial Secretary to scrutinize the judicial scene barely weeks after she assumed office. Meeting governors and provincial leaders, Chief Justice Ajuma told cadis and district tribunals in the North and Central River regions that they are an important part of the justice delivery process.
First of all, I wanted to meet you and greet you. I also wanted us to talk. I wanted to hear from you, and I wanted you to hear from me.
I would want to thank His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Hajia Jammeh, for this very important appointment in the Women's Empowerment Program of his government.
Gathering for their first meeting with the new Chief Justice, tribunals highlighted the challenges constantly affecting their operations, such as the shortage of material resources and the lack of sufficient scribes to cover their hearings. Promising swift intervention and reformations to make the courts and district tribunals more effective, the Chief Justice told arbitrators that seeing and knowing firsthand the demands impeding the judicial spectrum to find feasible solutions for them is precisely why she is touring the country.
We know of cases where somebody would go to Banjul and say, the chief has denied me this, the chief has done that, when actually there was not even a tribunal on those cases. But on tribunals, we can assure you that we do our best also to be bias-free. At the start, I would ask for, if possible, if we can get summons drawn for us, that would be universal, because some are not user-friendly. Most of the chiefs are illiterates. You come and sue somebody, and the summons that is served is the start of everything, and it has to be user-friendly.
As an early remedy, stationaries were presented to tribunals in the North Bank region before the team moved on to other jurisdictions in the interior.
Of the Constitution that sets up the courts, sets up the district tribunals as part of the courts of the land.
There is no magistrate in Sierra, and again, Sierra is the biggest region, and we have a lot of cases here.
A brief stop at Farafene took the tour party to the town's courthouse, where officials noted the need for exigent renovations. Inside the Upper River region, the tour party thoroughly inspected the major complex house in the Basse High Court, as well as the Magistrate and Children's Court, poring over everything from resources to operations. After listening to staff concerns, Chief Justice Ajuma hailed employees for their unflagging commitment despite difficulties hampering delivery in the region, whilst assuring swift and systematic action for the most pressing issues. A timely and vital interface taking Chief Justice Mabel Ajim around all jurisdictions in the Gambia. Here in the Upper River region, you can see her meeting judicial staff and appraising judicial facilities and courts. A face-to-face of great significance. This is meant to inject greater efficacy in the justice delivery system. A meeting with the region's